everyone, welcome back to another episode of Polish TV. Today I'm going to show you how to curl your hair. I'm obsessed with Victoria's Secret models. Giselle was always a favorite of mine, and right now it would probably have to be, all of them. So I'm going to tell you how to curl your hair, and I've kind of mimicked it. A lot of people have different ways to get those supermodel waves, but I'm going to show you how I get mine. My most important tip for supermodel waves is to make sure that you're being conscious of which side of your hair you're working with. So for the right, I definitely want to make sure that I'm making my curls to the right. That means turning my curling iron to the right of my hair, so that way my hair falls away from the right side of my face. Now if I were doing the left, it would be the same thing. I'd be curling to the left, and that way it would be going out of my face. So I'm going to start with the right. I'm going to take a piece of hair, brush it through first, probably a little bit smaller than the size of my pinky, and then I'm going to take probably about an inch and a half curling iron. You want the barrel to be fairly thick, because if you do it too thin, you're going to have like curly Q type of kind of kinkier curls, and that's not really what we're trying to achieve here. So what I'm going to do is make sure that it has one of these flaps. Now the flap I'm going to position in front, and then the barrel in the back. I'm going to start the curl in the middle of my piece, hold it there for a second, and then loosely start to tap on this edge here while turning my hair back again. And then to get it out, slowly wiggle this part of your curling iron. So that's one piece. And you can see how it's not a full curl, but it does have that wave effect to it. So I'll go ahead and I'll do another piece. Again, brush it out. Take the barrel, flap in front. Now this is for the right side of your head. Start at the middle, pull back, hold it there for a second, and then use the flap, slowly wiggle and turn to the right. And then to pull it out, you slowly wiggle it and then drag down. Now see how it's kind of hard right here to where it's really formed into that? Well, after you do it, you mess it up a little bit, and then look how great that looks. So the key to doing the right side is, again, make sure that when you have your piece, the flap is in front and you're turning back. Hold it at the middle for a second and then slowly wiggle and keep turning. That's how you get it. I know it's a little bit confusing right now, but once you try it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So again, you're going to point your curler down, flap in front, put the flap in front, pull back at the middle, hold it there, slowly drag it out, and there you go. For longer pieces of hair, it's the same theory. You want to start closest to the middle, flap out, pull towards you, hold it there for a second, slowly drag, pull back, and wiggle it until you get to the bottom piece of the longer piece. Pull back, hold it, loosen it up, and pull out, and there you go. And I always brush it out because you never want it to look like you just curled your hair. You want like that messy, out of bed type of deal. I just want to mention for the top of my head, you would continue the same curling motion, but for the top of my head, I always make sure flap in front, pull towards the middle, slowly loosen, keep pulling. So that way I kind of get that nice bump in the back and it covers my extensions. Then after you feel like you've achieved the right amount of curl, the right amount of wave, I would give it a little spritz of spray. Try to use an aerosol spray because it definitely holds a little bit better. Sometimes when you use like the squirt bottle sprays, they're a little bit too sticky and they make your hair way too wet. And you're ready to work your runway. So stay tuned for the next episode of Polish TV, and I hope you still are enjoying my blog at www.polishforpennies.tumblr.com. Have a great day.